Good morning, primary class. This is your lesson for Thursday in our story, Heaven and a Beautiful New World. After 1,000 years in heaven, we will all go back with Jesus to this world. When we get near the earth, Jesus will make the wicked people alive again, and they will see Jesus coming. We will go down to the Mount of Olives, and when Jesus' feet touch the mountain, it will split in two, and there will be a big, clean place many miles wide. Zechariah 14, verse 4 tells us about that. And his feet shall stand in that day upon the Mount of Olives, which is before Jerusalem on the east. And the Mount of Olives shall cleave in the midst thereof toward the east and toward the west. And there shall be a very great valley, and half of the mountain shall remove toward the north, and half toward the south. Then the New Jerusalem will come down out of heaven from that big place. Revelation 21 verse 2 tells us about that. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. After we are safely inside the New Jerusalem with Jesus, Satan and his angels and all the wicked people will surround the city, and they will think that they can capture it, but fire will come down and burn them up. Revelation 20 verse 9 says, And they went up on the breadth of the earth, and compassed the camp of the saints about, and the beloved city. And fire came down from God out of heaven, and devoured them. The fire will burn up everything in the world. It is called the lake of fire in verse 15. And whomever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. But inside the city with Jesus, we will be perfectly safe from the fire and from everything else. It will be something like the way Noah and his family were in the ark and were safe from the flood that covered the whole world long ago. We will be safe in the city while fire covers the whole world and makes it clean again. Finally, Satan and his angels and all the wicked people will be gone forever. The Bible calls that the second death for the wicked people. They will never be alive again. It is the former death it is the forever death from which Jesus saved us. Revelation 21 verses 7 and 8 talk about that. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. But the fearful, the unbelieving, and the abominable, the murderers, the whoremongers, the sorcerers, the idolaters, and liars, shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. Now think about this. The only scars that anyone will have there will be the scars on Jesus' hands and feet. They will forever remind us of his wonderful, amazing love for each of us. Isn't that wonderful?